everybody, Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for today. And today we have the word acceptance. What a great word. So let's read the description of acceptance, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. So it starts like this. Acceptance is embracing life on its own terms. We are open to what is rather than wishing for something different. We face the truth in all circumstances with honesty and courage. Acceptance helps us bend without breaking in the winds of tests, to gather the lessons and step forward with new wisdom and awareness. We affirm others and ourselves for the qualities we do have, and avoid judgment and criticism for what we don't have. Accepting myself allows me to give what I have to the world. I just had to smile at that a little bit because, I like to play golf, and I have to accept that I'm not as good as I would hope to be. So I have to avoid the judgment and criticism for that and accept who I am and allow myself to do the best that I can. So that's not my whole take on acceptance, but acceptance is so important because and it begins with accepting ourselves for who we are and the gifts that we have, the personality, all the things that make up who we are. Accepting that and embracing that. And it's not to say that, this is just who I am and there's no room for growth and there's no room for development. No, it's not like that at all. But it is, accepting that I'm, 5 foot, whatever, and I'm not going to be playing NBA basketball, right? Or, I weigh 140 pounds. I'm probably not going to be playing football at a high level. So, that kind of acceptance is important, and it helps us to just appreciate who we are. And acceptance really is about appreciation, isn't it? It's about valuing the person that we are, or looking at others and appreciating them for who they are, and which allows us to, have a better understanding, to have better relationships, and to grow in our appreciation and satisfaction for the life that we have, for all the friendships and the relationships and the material things that we have, without judging others for what they might have. And others may have more than us, or they may have less than us. And either way, the need for us to avoid judging them or criticizing them, if they have more than us, criticizing them for, or judging them, or believing that they have attained these means by some crooked method, or looking down on someone who has less than us, and seeing them as being, having attributes or qualities that are demeaning. It's accepting. It's acceptance. It's the best thing that we can give anyone. And so even as a parent, as I think about this as a parent, accepting the child that we have is so important. And we've talked about this before, because we know that when we have this vision in our head as a new parent of what our child is going to be and how they're going to be and the personality that they're going to have and the accomplishments that they're going to make. And some who have who value sports may have a particular sport in mind that this child is going to be really great at, and I'm going to coach him, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And then the child comes into existence, and we find out that they're not interested in sports at all. That they would prefer to be reading, or they might prefer to be creating a movie, or there's all kinds of things that can change the person who we think we have, right? Or the person that we had conjured up in our mind. So acceptance of that child is the beginning of their own ability to have self-esteem, because when they're rejected by others, it creates a feeling inside of them that they're not worthy, and that then they're constantly trying to prove their worthiness to others instead of being self-accepting, right? And having the self-esteem and confidence that is necessary in the world that we live. So, as a parent, that acceptance looks like us giving unconditional love. It looks like us having being willing to listen to their viewpoints and to have some deep understanding of them, and appreciating them for who they are and for what they bring to our world. So, how do we teach this to our children? Well, we begin by giving it to them first, right? We give that gift of unconditional love. We give that gift of acceptance to them, but then we also help them to see the qualities and the love and the similar desires that every one of us have as humans, and helps them to be more accepting of others. I found, and I just said this the other day to a parent that I was speaking with, and that is, I have found that those children who have the reputation of being respectful almost always came from families and from parents who demonstrated that respect for others. And they talked about having respect, and they demonstrated it in their actions, in their words, and in their conversations that we don't think our children are hearing. They demonstrated it in all of those ways. And there just can't be a better way of demonstrating or developing in our children this virtue of respect or of acceptance. I spent so many years talking about respect to my kids and students that word sometimes just comes out. So, at any rate, that's how I'm thinking about acceptance today. And yes, I'm playing golf today, and yes, I'm going to accept whatever happens, but I am also going to try my very best. So, thank you very much for being here. If you find any value in these little discussions and the focus that we put on the virtues, like our page, share it with others, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and keep following us, because we're going to have some new courses on our Classes for Parents online school that are going to be both personal development and also parental development. So as I develop myself personally, I also am becoming a better parent. And it's a very interesting correlation, and we're going to be giving more of that in our classes. So thank you for being here. Have a great weekend. Over the weekend, we'll be on Facebook with a written virtue to focus on for the day. And so until next time, keep practicing the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families, and that is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time.